314. What will a championship do for Kyrie? That'd be number two. All right, so we got the question from Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and let Wayne start off. All right, so Wayne.
What's going on,
All
man?
right, it's your what's up? What's up? It's your question. You asked us to do this. So, what do you feel it would do for Kyrie if he wins another ring?
To me, it'll be if Kyrie win the ring with the Mavs this year, it'll be a big plus for him. It'll get him from up under the LeBron's shadow, up under the KD shadow. It should put him in his own shadow. Even if you go to the championship and don't win, as long as he stay with the Mavs for the following year without no incident, no BS being trade, it'll put him in a good spot to get him up out the shadow of LeBron's. That's me. That's my thoughts about it.
So what you saying is him getting this ring proves that he wasn't just carried by LeBron. Like a lot of people like to say that, oh, of course he got a ring, but he was with LeBron. But if he can go over here with this young guy who's never won a ring, team up with him, get that ring, it moves him up a notch to you. So how far up in the point guards do you think that moves him? Do you think that gets him top 10? Do you think he's already top 10? Like where?
He already in top 10.
Okay.
It'll put him above the conversation talk. Because me personally, I say he did something that he went to a team and helped the team that did have a LeBron James or a real true big name up on it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some good names up on there, but they needed help.
Like Luka, yeah.
Luka is a good one, like I said, but he needed help. He's still young, he needed help. This will put him in the overall of he's a vet. He did what a vet supposed to do. He's supposed to do what KD's supposed to do, but KD seemed like he can't do it. He's
Shots
supposed to
fired.
be a vet.
Shots fired.
He's supposed to be a vet that's supposed to be able to go to a rookie team and make it better, not make it worse. Just like this.
So Wayne, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, cuz
Let me ask you this: what happens if he make it and he don't win? Then what? Do you feel the same about it?
I still will put him as one. I still will put him there because he's gonna be. He still have time to be. Basically, he on the same track like Chris Paul, but Chris Paul is at his peak of walking out of here. When Chris Paul took the young team to the championship and could push it over, but if Chris Paul was younger with that team, like if big example, just like that, if Kyrie at the age now, if Chris Paul was at Kyrie age now with the young team, with the young Phoenix when they would have won. They would have won.
Okay.
He took a young team with some good names. I ain't gonna say it wasn't no good names on the team. It was some good names. He made them better. He taught them a system, put them. He did go into the system, try to control or take over the system. He made the system better, and he's one of the players that, let's say, when it come down to it, yeah, you put Superman on your team, but Superman is always going to try to be the number one. Batman, get on your team, he ain't trying to be number one. You see what I'm saying? Batman going to sit back and try to figure out how to beat everybody instead of trying to be the first one to jump into the fight. LeBron's get to the team, he want to be number one. You got to feed him. He got to be number one. LeBron's ain't finna take a seat back. He don't even know how that feels. KD too. That's why Golden State's run, it wasn't a good run for him. KD is one of the he's a role player. He's a top-notch role player. And he had to learn that too.
Top-notch. I ain't never heard KD be called a top-notch role player before.
He's a superstar. But he understands the game. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so you saying like
he go to a team and make it better. Not
so
go to a team to try to make it his better.
So what you're saying is like he'll go to a team, he'll fit into the system instead of trying to take over the system.
Take over the system.
Okay, I got what you're saying there.
That's what I'm saying to you. Like Chris Paul. He's a good person that go into the system and make it better. Not trying to tear it down to make us gotta start over for another 2 years. Because I'm hurt. Now we gotta make some triangles. We gotta make some moves. We gotta get a fielding because I'm here helping you, but I should be the man. No, this ain't your team. You came to support. Build the support first before you take over.
And you feel like that's it with a win in the finals or make it to the finals, you feel like Kyrie proved that he can go to a team with some young guys who leader ain't won a ring yet, become part of the team, make it better while doing his thing to win the championship. You feel like that's what a vet of that status is supposed to be able to accomplish.
That's what a vet status is supposed to be able to accomplish.
Alright.
A true vet that been there, he been to the champ, he got him a ring, he was already classified to be behind a superstar. He's still not trying to really fight like he ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. You see what I'm saying? He to my eyes, everybody put him in the shadow of the LeBrons because of the Cleveland ring. Oh, he won't be able to make it, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But in my eyes, every time LeBron's won a ring, he had to have a good sidekick behind him to win it.
Yeah, just about everybody need that. You know what
Everybody need it. Now, where like I said, between him, the style or the kind of player him and Chris Paul is, they don't fight for the number one position because they know how that would bring the team down. If me and you fighting for the number one position, how is that beating everybody else?
Okay, I heard you, Wayne, but I got a question for you.
What's up? I'm here.
Didn't I believe Kyrie left Cleveland to go to Boston because he wanted his own team? Am I correct? Because he was tired of being LeBron's sidekick. And you see how that worked out, right?
It wasn't even that. He was just tired. Everybody put him like he was a sidekick.
But he was.
He was a role. He wasn't a sidekick. All right. Like I said, it's like the Justice League. Everybody on the Justice League supposed to be still the top people, the top crime fighters ever. There's nobody better than nobody. But since he at Cleveland and it's supposed to be LeBron's town, they no matter what, they threw the cape up on him and told him he's Superman.
I hear what you're saying because Kyrie was dropping 41 as well. People just, he hit the shot. So
he hit the championship, though.
Yeah, he did way more than what a quote unquote sidekick would do. But when you with LeBron, you automatically get pushed. And then I think Kyrie wanted to try to be a point guard, but you can't be a point guard if you got Bron with him. So
since you brought that up, you right. He left Cleveland. He went somewhere else where there's really what a number one, and he thought he probably could carry it by himself, but there's wasn't nobody to help him. Let's say
was too young.
LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami. Now he got to fight for that number one position because for one, it's not his team. So by him trying to argue and fight with his homeboy about power and let the media compare Batman versus Superman like it's an issue, you left. So you telling me, Superman, you left Smallville to go to Gotham and think you finna run Gotham after I've been here already?
So Wayne, you telling me? So you basically saying Dwayne Wade took a step back for LeBron?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. He did.
But I'm gonna say this too, though. Dwayne Wade knew he was walking out the door too. This was young Dwayne Wade. This was 3 knee surgery in. He was getting his knee pumped every second quarter. He sit it down half of a quarter.
All right, so
But
Kyrie.
But if I ask you, Larry, to come over and help me out on my team, it should be no fight of football fields. Just come over here and do the job, my nigga.
I got you.
That's why I asked you to help. Why we gotta argue about you gotta be the star or not? I'ma feed you just like you feed me. It ain't no who star what. We both should be chasing the same thing. What you chasing? A ring? I'm chasing the ring too. But instead, you come over and be like, well, I was chasing the ring, but I gotta be, everybody. I don't want to step on your toes, Wayne. What you mean you want to step on my toes? Nigga, I brought you over here to step on my toes to make my toes better. Let's get this ring. At the end of the day, we chasing the same thing. Do what you do. I ain't stopping you from balling.
So Kyrie got his opportunity to prove that he can go ahead and do that. So, all right, Cuzzo. Hey, appreciate it. We did the topic that you wanted. We here. And
Yes, sir.
make sure that you give it some views and some shares, all right?
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna let you know. I don't like your co-star either, man. I don't like that.
Yo, you still don't like Lil Larry? Y'all still beefing after all this time, man.
I don't like Lil Larry. I don't like Lil Larry. I don't like that.
Y'all gotta get over this, man.
Me and Lil Larry gonna end up being Shaq, being like Shaq and
Kobe?
Charles Barkley. Yeah,
Oh, it's Shaq and Charles Barkley?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up on there too. I ain't lying. I'm talking about you and everything.
All right, man. So you
All
gotta
right.
download the app, man. Next time we'll be able to get you on the screen with us, all right? But we appreciate it.
Right on, fams.
Yes, sir.
All right, Cuzzo.
All right, cuz.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you feel? Kyrie win another ring. What does that do?
I got about 5 good facts.
All
If
right.
Kyrie wins another ring, like Wayne said, it's gonna show everybody that he can win without LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
My second thing, if Kyrie can win a ring, he's gonna be guaranteed. If he's not guaranteed right now, he's gonna be guaranteed max money. His stock goes up.
Yeah.
Number 3, Kyrie's already arrogant right now. If he wins another ring, he's gonna be even more arrogant. He's gonna come up to the arena with pink house shoes on. He's already a problem now. My number 4, he will prove it to everybody that he won another ring his way. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody say you need to go sign with LeBron or you need to go. You know what I'm saying? He went where he wanted to go, and he won. I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing our top 10 the other day. You had Isaiah Thomas in there, right?
Yeah.
How many rings does Isaiah got?
2.
Okay, so if Kyrie wins 2, wouldn't that put him in like the point guard GOAT debate?
And you know what? It's funny you say that because I was gonna go there. That's where I was gonna go.
I know. I'm looking at your paper right now. I'm looking at it.
I was trying to see how you would feel about that. Like, where would you put him? Because for me, what he would go into is he's going to go into that all-time great number 2 guy category, right? Like the greatest. Where does he rank in the all-time number 2 guys, right? But now, if you say point guards, I don't know how much higher it moves him up, man. So it like is it? Would you have him top 10? Would you put him above Isaiah Thomas?
No, but he got to at least be in that conversation with him now. I got 2 rings too, just like you do. We can sit at the table together and talk about
it. They can do that. So look, let's just go through some names, right? So you got Magic Johnson.
He can't sit at that table.
Can't sit
at that table reserved. You can't even go in that room.
Okay, Oscar Robertson.
He can't go in that room either. He can go in the 2 room.
Oscar got 1. So
Oscar can't be in his room.
Okay.
If I finna sit there and talk to you, I'm like, you know what? I won these 2. What have you won your 2?
Okay.
We can talk about it.
Let me get the names out first, and then I'm gonna go into my thoughts. Jerry West. Jerry West got 1. He went 9 times, but he got 1. Isaiah Thomas, you said, he'll be tied with him. Chris Paul, 0. Kyrie will have 2. Let's see what else we got here. John Stockton, 0. Steve Nash, 0. Then you got like the old school guys like Bob Cousy. You know how I am. Got to give them that respect. Jason Kidd got 1, but it really wasn't like his prime. Gary Payton ain't got none. So then you get kind of like the Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, and I was gonna throw some more old guys in there, Walt Frazier, Pistol Pete, Nate Archibald, people like that. You got Tony Parker. So where does Kyrie fit in there to you? With them names, where does he fit?
He's above the glove.
He's above Gary Payton.
What they gonna talk about?
I'm just asking.
What they gonna talk about?
Okay.
If you ain't got none, you can't even sit at this table. You know how Shaq be dogging Charles Barkley all the time when he ain't got none?
Give him
Same thing. What we gonna talk about?
So this is my thoughts on it. Is it more impressive to do like a Jerry West, for example? You're the best player on the team that goes to the finals 9 times. You're the guy. You win 1. Or is it better to be the number 2 guy and win 2? And that's where the Kyrie thing is, because before LeBron came to Cleveland, there wasn't any success. LeBron comes, Kevin Love comes. They have success, right? As he's the number 2 guy, right? He goes to be the number 1 guy in Boston, right? That becomes a train wreck. He gets hurt the next year. He's not going. That team made it to the conference finals without him. They performed better without him, right? He goes to Brooklyn, where he got Kevin Durant, James Harden, injuries, the vaccine, all that type of stuff. That fails, right? And then he goes here. So my question to you is, how does being the number 1 guy impact things? Because like he has 2 to Gary Payton's 0, for example. But Gary Payton did it as the best player. He made it to the finals. He lost to the GOAT as the number 1 guy. When Kyrie was asked to be the number 1 guy, you know what I'm saying? It was bad in Boston. It was bad in Cleveland. So that's where Steve Nash, right? 2-time MVP. 7 seconds or less with him and D'Antoni. Revolutionized the league. People running up and down the court. Now, that started with them. Right? I can say started with them, but they revolutionized it. Does he go above a Steve Nash who has 2 MVPs?
It all depends if we're talking MVPs or rings. But I think rings are... See, I don't know, because the 12th man on a bench gets a ring.
That's a fact.
So, it all depends on who you talk to and what they're talking about. Are we talking about rings, or are we talking about MVPs and stats?
And that's what I'm saying. So, like, to me, right, what it does for Kyrie is it moves Kyrie up into that conversation of being one of the best number twos, right? But he still had way more failures than successes, right? We've seen him try to be the lead guy on the team. He's failed. So like, I don't put Kyrie above a Chris Paul, right? I don't put him above. I think historically you can't put him above Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? Who he will have one more ring than Oscar Robertson. His historical impact. I didn't watch the Big O play obviously, but you know I know if you take a 10-year span of his stats and put them all together, they average out to a triple double, and he averaged a triple double for a season, right? So does he pass him up? And now the name that you said, Isaiah Thomas. I think Isaiah Thomas is the argument for me. The number one point guard of all time is Magic. Then you got Steph, Isaiah Thomas. I think most people give it to Steph at this point. You know what I'm saying? But Isaiah Thomas' resume of who he beat, he was the leader of that team. Kyrie ain't got no leadership of a team. So yes, they both have 2 rings, but so Kyrie can walk into the ring into the room with the 2 rings. But then when they separate the superstars on the team, who was the man for the team, Kyrie can't go no further. So
No,
Kyrie
he can be in the ring. He can be in a room, but he can't sit at the table.
Yeah, you can sit in the room, but you shut your ass up and you sit over there,
Yeah,
right?
you know the little kid table over there where the kids eat at. Yeah.
You in there, but you not. Can you? And this is the thing, like his impact on those teams was, like when he won with Cleveland, it's not like he just rode the coattails of LeBron James. He was there, a step of the way. So, but at the same time, still you weren't the man. You didn't have the responsibilities that Isaiah Thomas had to do. He had to perform. He had to lead, and Kyrie hasn't shown he can do that. So the 2 rings if he was to get 2 rings, it definitely rehabilitates him from that bad image he had in Brooklyn, right? It cancels out that he can't do it without LeBron talk, but if you had Russell Westbrook above him, I think he passes Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? But Gary Payton is a good one because, you know, Gary Payton, you say he's the best defensive point guard of all time. Kyrie may be the most offensively skilled point guard of all time. But I don't think he passes Magic. I don't think he passes Isaiah Thomas. I don't think he passes Steph. Does he pass? I don't think he passes Jerry West, who won the Finals MVP when they lost. Yeah, I can't put him above. I don't put him above Chris Paul. Do you put him above John Stockton? What about Stockton? All-time leader in assists, all-time leader in steals, 2 Finals appearances.
But Stockton was a sidekick though.
And this is the reason why I asked that's the reason why I asked.
At least Kyrie got 2. At least Kyrie got a ring being a sidekick. So yeah, I will put him above Stockton. I mean, yeah.
Put him above John Stockton, right?
Yeah.
They both number 2 point. They're both like the number 2 guys. Okay, so John Stockton. What about Steve Nash? 2 MVPs, 7-time All NBAs,
But
8 All Stars.
He had a hell of a squad around him everywhere he went.
When he was done, was he 5th in assists? And you know he was a bucket.
But he had Amari. He had Sean Marion. He had squads around him.
Yeah.
So was it Steve Nash team or was that Amari Stoudemire's team?
It was definitely Steve Nash team. They like him running that system. The way he ran that system, pushing it. The fact that he could the fact that his passes was crazy. And Amari, that pick and roll with him, like it reminded people of Stockton to Malone, except Amari was way more athletic with it. But what you gonna do with them two MVPs? You gonna pass them up? 7-time
No,
All
you
NBA
can't.
select.
Can't
Fifth
pass
at
a
the
two
time.
MVP.
At the time, he was fifth all time in assists. You know what I'm saying? So, what you gonna do about that? Now, and I'm just doing this out of respect. You know, like I said, I always gotta respect the old guys. You got like a Bob Cousy, man. 6 NBA titles as a he had 1 MVP, 10-time All NBA first team, 13 All Stars. When he was, 21st all time in assists. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd. What do you say about Jason Kidd? Jason Kidd and Kyrie. 2 rings. Does that push him above Jason Kidd?
What team was Jason Kidd actually that guy on? Or was he just
It was the Nets.
But you had Vince Carter. You had Richard Jefferson.
Yeah. But I would firmly say Jason Kidd was the best player on that team. He made everything go.
He was the floor general.
And, triple doubles. He gave you those. 9-time all defensive selections. First team All NBA 5 times. Second all time in assists. And this is the crazy thing about it. 59th in rebounding. Right? So he was giving you, he was a floor general, gave you the assist, gave you the defense, gave you the leadership, and, gave you rebounding. So I wouldn't put Kyrie over Jason Kidd. I used to but at the time I used to be a big Jason Kidd fan. I mean, you just went up against Shaq and Kobe Lakers. All right, so GP, let me get your opinion on that. He did end up winning the title, but that was Miami. You know what I'm saying? 9-time All Defense, 9-time All Stars. He won Defensive Player of the Year award. That's like the defensive MVP, right? 9-time All Defensive First Team. He was 5th in steals, 11th in assists, 35th in scoring. So, does Kyrie with 2 rings put him above GP for you?
Yes, because Kyrie, he was like, he's a sidekick, but like you say, like the Cavaliers championship, he was more than a sidekick. Because without Kyrie, LeBron wouldn't have won that ring at all. So Kyrie hit that dagger.
It was bad. It was nasty.
So I would give him that over the glove.
So like when people do like the Batman and Robin thing, I always say like Kyrie wasn't Robin. He was more like Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? Nightwing had grew up. He you know what I'm saying? He proved he can handle things. You know what I'm saying? Without needing you to do everything for him. So I think he was more of like a Nightwing. All right. So Russell Westbrook. 1-time MVP, 9-time All NBA selections, 9 All Stars, 9th in assists, 19th in steals, 27th in scoring, 77th in rebounding. So
100% over Westbrook. You only got to talk about it.
You got Kyrie over Westbrook four times, averaging a triple-double.
That's because he got the ball in his hand every time he's supposed to. He's the point guard.
I'm just asking, man.
That means he's doing his job.
He's doing his job. Okay. I think I know where you're going to go with this one. What about Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard made top 75. Kyrie didn't make top 75, right? 7-time All-NBA selection, 7-time All-Stars. So what about that one? Damian Lillard, Kyrie.
Did Dame time get a ring yet? He was with Giannis. He's with Giannis.
Yeah, but they both got hurt.
He's a sidekick now. So no, I'm going Kyrie.
So you're going Kyrie. Kyrie over Dame Lillard. So let me ask this. Do you think Kyrie should have been top 75 over Dame Lillard?
Yes.
I think
over Westbrook too.
You think Kyrie should win over Westbrook?
Yes. You got a ball hogging point guard. Well, not a ball hogging, but he was just doing his job. If Kyrie had the ball 100% of the time, If he was a little bit taller, he'd have a triple double probably every time too.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go into the Nate Archibald and Pistol Pete Maraviches. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them, respect to them. Tony Parker.
No.
So
he can't even carry Tony Parker jockstrap. No.
Tony Parker above Kyrie?
Yeah.
All right, so 4 NBA titles, one time.
That's all you need to say right there.
3-time All NBA, second team, 6 All Stars, 19 in assists. Now, let's get to Kyrie. All right, what I got here. So he was 1-time NBA champ, right? All NBA 3 times, 8-time All Star. And that's the problem with Kyrie. Kyrie doesn't have the accolades that matches his skills and his ability.
Yeah, he bullshits.
Yeah, he gets hurt a lot. Doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, things go on with his family. He just doesn't show up to work. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even call.
He got those type things. Huh?
I think he don't even call. He don't even call in. He just do a no call, no show. When stuff going on in his life.
And that's the thing to me with Kyrie, which is, yes, all right, so let's say he wins this. That's 2 times you got 2 rings, but he has 0 all defensive selections, right? 3 all NBA selections. That's, you know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why for me it's hard to see where you put Kyrie, because if you just watch him play, and you just watch the skills, the ball handling, the ability to finish underneath the rims with the left, the right. That man did English off of the top right corner of the glass is just crazy. The way he can, like, when he hit the game winner with the running hook shot with the left hand, like, he has all the skills, but being the number 1 guy, he's failed at, and he just ain't got the accolades. And with everybody, when we doing, like, you know, who's better than who, you know what I'm saying? We look at all NBA selections. We look at All Stars, which he has 8 All Star selections. We look at, like, who led teams, who did this, and he passes the eye test. But with the accolades and accomplishments, ability to lead, what have you done as the best player? You know, he hasn't. He don't check those boxes. But 2 rings definitely help. Now, let me take it a step further. Now, what if not only does he win the ring, he gets final MVP? Then what? See, now that, to me, final MVPs carry weight, right? Especially if you're a superstar. If you got other guys on your team winning the finals MVP over you. Once you hit that superstar stage, you know, it's one thing if you're young, you come into the league, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else win it, that's cool. But once you've established yourself as a superstar, and you should be winning your finals MVPs. If Kyrie wins finals MVP over Luka, it's a big deal.
That's crazy. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Because everybody's expecting Luka to do it.
Right, and then I don't think Luka's going to be bad. That's the thing about it. Like, if they make it to the finals and they win, I think Luka's going to perform, which means Kyrie would have had to have a performance better than that to win it. So, if he was to win finals MVP, you know, I would Gary Payton, he would go over. Steve Nash. It's hard for me, but I was not, like, I'm kind of biased towards Steve Nash, I ain't gonna lie. John Stockton is a hard one because of the fact that they lost to the best player of the era, right? The best, like, twice. You know what I'm saying?
If they wouldn't have played Jordan, they'd have won. If it had been anybody else, they'd have won.
Anybody else but Jordan, I feel like they win. But, I take that in consideration. So, I don't know if I can put him above Stockton. I'm not putting him above Chris Paul. I'm not putting him above Isaiah. Jerry West for respect. I'm not going to put him above Steph. He's not going to go above Magic. I don't think I'll put him above Oscar Robertson. But outside of that, I think you got arguments, man, you got arguments. I'll put him over Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I advise him. Bob Cousy. It's hard for me to talk about Bob Cousy. That was so long ago. But he was so far above his era as a point guard that you got to put him in the question. So he would definitely go above Dame Lillard to me.
Has Dame Lillard ever made it to the finals yet?
No, he made it to the Western Conference Finals. They got smoked by the Golden State Warriors.
What?
Yeah, but
what? What? No. He don't even know what the finals look like.
He don't. Never seen it. Now, let me ask you this, though. Hypothetically speaking, if you swap Kyrie, and then I think this is what the thing is, right? You take Dame and put him in Kyrie's spot. Take Kyrie and put him in Dame's spot. Do you think the Cavs still win those rings? And how do you think Portland looks with Kyrie as the number one guy? I don't think they make it to the West Conference Finals with Kyrie as the number one guy.
They don't, and they win more rings than Cleveland.
I think so too. So that's probably the reason why they got Kyrie above him. But that's a what if world. In a real world, Kyrie got a ring, Dame don't, but Dame's top 75, which I think the top 75 list is like a terrible list. The way they did it, it's people who, like we could do a topic on that list some other time, but I don't know, man. I think it'll. You have the old heads talking about Walt Frazier, so it's like. I don't know, man. I think he'll be in argument top 10 at that point in time. I don't know. I might have him in top 10 already. Top 8, you know what I'm saying? Because of his skill set. Your eye test tell you he's better than what his accomplishments say, but it's not. I don't know if it's fair to do that because everybody else you talk about their accomplishments. So Kyrie, he just fails in accomplishments, man. So that's my mindset on it. He'll move up significantly. And who would you want to be your number 2 guy? But I don't think this makes major impact of the all-time point guard rankings. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel that.
You got anything else on the Kyrie thing?
Nah, I'm all Kyrie'd out.
All right, there you go. That's the end of it for today.